Hello, my name is Deliair Docilet. I'm from originally Miami, Florida. I currently attend Oakwood University, and this is basically a video about my internship at Blackwater National Wildlife Refuge.
Blackwater National Wildlife Refuge is located south of Cambridge, Maryland. Living on the refuge is very different from city life, where I'm used to either walking or taking the bus to where I need to go. The refuge is between a 10 to 15 minute drive to town. The housing provided was very comfortable, and it basically had what we needed, the essentials. My internship experience at Blackwater has been great. While here, I have learned through working on many things with visitor services, and on my first week I even met the director of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, Dan Ash. Working with the visitor service was very fun and challenging. They did their best to get me involved and challenge me. I was assigned the project of trying to get a Blackwater National Wildlife app developed for a smartphone. What I quickly found out was developing an app was very complicated, and it takes a lot of time to learn. And getting a company to design an app or using a software that made it easier to develop an app was very expensive. In my search for a solution, I found the app that allowed me to create a tour guide for free. The app was only for iPhones. One of the first events I was able to participate in was the fishing derby in Eastern Neck. I helped kids get their fish off the hook, and I took photos of the fish that they caught so they would have a picture to remember that moment. Also, I went to Barren Island. I'm here in Barren Island.
They're very different.
It's very beautiful.
It amazes me how different they are. I see
Amazing.
places.
Great
They
experience.
talk about salt marsh. A whole suite of species that are called salt marsh obligates. Species that are found nowhere else but in these tidal salt marshes. Overall, diversity is lower than maybe a boreal forest or something like that. But there's species down here in these tidal salt marshes that are found nowhere else. The dragonfly that's sitting on David's hat, it's a salt marsh obligate dragonfly that's found nowhere else. You're down here in the right habitat, and you'll see them all over the place. You can see what the fate of the island would be without restoration. And this island's not long in this world.
Learned about the techniques used to keep the island from erosion and to restore some of the eroded areas. It was a fun experience learning about the different vegetations needed to maintain a healthy marsh and to stabilize the land in the restoration process. My first time learning archery was in this training course that certified me as a basic instructor at Chincoteague National Wildlife Refuge.
Now I'm going to show you a video clip of my visit to Chincoteague.
The training was fun, and it opened my eyes to the fun of recreational archery. My training qualified me to teach the basics of archery, which allowed me to teach the YCC and young kids in the area. We had an archery program in July. For every Saturday, we showed kids how to do archery. This was a fun and rewarding experience because I would see little kids who never shot a bow before that would have a hard time in the beginning, but by the end, they're close to hitting the bullseye. And they're having fun the whole time. I would like to thank the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and the Student Conservation Association for giving me the opportunity to participate in this internship. This internship has changed my perspective of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. From not being sure of exactly what the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service does to understanding the mission and why it's important to the general public. Deliair Docilet with SCA. I'm at Blackwater. This is my first day.